Hey guys, Lord Netsu here, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of What If Deku ate a devil fruit. And last I left off, basically, Miracle and Ichigo getting home, away from the paparazzi, or the press, whatever you want to call them. And we're just going to skip it to the next day. And I'm just going to tell you guys now, the true ship will not sail until a certain point. And for the people that actually answered my question from, my previous parts, you won't get that until a certain thing happens. Because right now he doesn't even know of it. He will eventually, though. But the true ship, I'm doing something that many people have done, but I'm doing it differently. And I'm just gonna say, yeah. Yeah. So there's something's gonna happen to Izuku that will not be liked. So yeah, and this ain't gonna be the ship I want to do completely for this entire what if. So this is gonna just be a short relationship. This is the Izuku Uchaco fans are gonna the Izuku Uchaco shippers are gonna hate and like me at the same time. Because for a while, this is gonna happen. Horaka would ask Shuku out on that. On, we're just gonna skip a few weeks. We're just gonna, yeah. Before the Heroes vs. Villains thing, Horaka would ask Izuku out. And since Izuku really doesn't know at least trust her enough trust her enough, and it hasn't been his the actual person he'll have a crush on, just be like, sure. Yeah, then we get to the day the heroes versus. Now we get to the next day, and Shugu's. Yeah, and I'm just gonna say this. It ain't with when Shugu has to face off against Baki and Ida. He's with Mina to, yeah, that, and guys, that ain't the ship either. So yeah, that ain't the ship either. So yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, and the fight when Shugu fights, yeah, Baku will do the same thing, and when Baku comes out, Shugu would just be hiding around the corner, and once Baku tries to explode him, Shugu just throws into water and just wrap water around Baku's wrist. And Baku would just be like, shit, and and it would not even affect anyone because the explosions would just die out in the water. And yeah, then she would just pretty much whack Bakugo in his head. Just pretty much use his own head to knock out Bakugo. Because, yeah, Suku's forehead's still gonna hurt, but it won't hurt as much as his actual true abilities. So, yeah. And when he goes up to the floor where Ida is on, as soon as he opens the door, Mina's right behind him. Ida was about to attack Suku, but then Suku would just nod his head with Mina just looking at his head the whole time. And yeah, the moment he just nodded, he did a dot, and yeah, Mina just threw acid. And yeah, he's like, well, shit. And yeah, then he would have to duck, find a way to dodge. And then he used his other foot to spin himself and get out of the way of the acid. And then he would just go straight to the bomb and just touch it. And then turn back to his normal body. And yeah, All Might would be like, Hero James win. And yeah, he'd be like, damn it. And yeah, Shuhu would just be like, yeah, then Shuhu would just turn around, look at Ida, and just be like, nice try, buddy. Try better next time, okay? And yeah, then you just walk out. Just pretty much, just walk out. Then we're gonna, and I'm just gonna say this, there's like 4 weeks between each event, like USJ, Sports Festival. Right now, I'm gonna say there's a month between all of those events that happen. And yeah, we skip to a month later, and it's the USJ. They got to USJ, and they asked it, and yeah, they're talking about the quirks, and Shiryu asks about Shiryu's quirk, and Shiryu just says, I already told you. And yeah, they're like, did you tell us everything about it though? And yeah, Shiryu's like, yeah, I did. Literally all I can do. Literally all I can do. That's it. And yeah, they're like, okay, and yeah, it would. And yeah, Naruto would still be talking to Izuku, and Izuku would kind of be laughing around her. And he barely laughs. I'm gonna say that. And yeah, when they get to the inside the USA, the villains attack, and Izuku just like, okay, and yeah, then Aizawa would jump down, and then everyone would be teleported away, except either because he left to get the heroes, because yeah, Shuzi still said that, and yeah, then Shuzi got dropped into water, and yeah, Shuzi was like, seems like these people don't know our quirks. Oh, powers. That's good. Yeah, then she would just dive straight down because he can use this to his advantage. And he just goes straight to the very bottom. And yeah, pretty much all the people that are using their quirks that rely on water. Like, that kid is stupid. And yeah, then she would just be sitting straight at the bottom, and they wouldn't even see an air bubble coming out. And yeah, then they'd be like, the hell? And yeah, technically, since Shuku is a one, has the Missy no me, he'll technically be able to, and yeah, Shuku's hair costume is pretty much normal clothing right now, because he hasn't found anything for his actual costume. So yeah. And when is Shuku, and yeah, and they were like, what the, and yeah, you would think they would see gills, but no, that's just a suit. It would technically see something on Shuku's neck, and that would be Shuku's neck starting to become water. The sides of it just become water, a very small amount, and yeah, that amount is just starting to suck into water. And yeah, she was just pretty much standing there with one of his arms holding on his right arm, holding onto his left, and his hand on his chin. Just looking at them and like, just staring at them like, I wonder how long it's gonna take them to realize that that there's less water. And yeah, then they immediately did it like an hour later. They figured it out because yeah, all the water's gone now. And they're like, what the heck happened? And yeah, she would just be like, you're stupid. And yeah, then he would just jump at them and punch all of them. And I'm gonna say these guys just relied on their quirks, so they didn't have any muscles. So yeah, Sugu would just knock them out easily. Okay. Yeah. Sue and Sue would just be like, huh, you're pretty good, Sue. And yeah, Sue would be like, I know. I trained myself to be like this. And yeah. She would be like, oh, okay. And yeah, then she would be like, speaking of which, and you'd be like, Sue, your choreography is about a frog, right? And yeah, she'd be like, yeah. And she'd be like, okay, then you can survive this. And then he would just pretty much route Sue in a ball of water. And yeah, she would be just fine. And yeah, she would just like, And yeah, she would just lower her to the ground and just release his water ball from her. And yeah, that water ball was just made out of his hand. And it would just reform as his hand. And yeah, she'd be like, oh, okay. And she'd be like, yeah. That's pretty easy for me. And yeah, she was like, what about, and yeah, she would just be like, shh, we don't talk about him. And yeah, she would be like, okay. And yeah, and she would just be like, but if you are worried about him, let's do this. And he would just put two of his fingers together, and yeah, his two fingers would become like water. And he would just rub it around and like, down you go. And yeah, then he would just go straight down onto the floor, and yeah, he would just collide to the ground. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. And yeah, Nana's pen's just on the ground, like, and yeah. So he was like, okay. And yeah, then they go to where everyone's out, and yeah, everything else is gonna go to Kenny. Yeah, Sugu doesn't do that punch. That type of punch. When he actually does his 20% punch of his outfit form, actually sends the Nomu back a tad bit. And yeah, she was like, And he noticed pretty much a sock was going around the Noma. And he's like, Sakura's absorption. He's like, okay. And he's like, he's like, I'm gonna have to force it. And then he's like, and he just, and yeah, Shigeru is like, yeah, apparently Shigeru is being dumb and says what this Noma can do. And yeah, Sugu just, like, and yeah, Sugu just have an angry face on his look. He would have an angry look on his face. And yeah, she would just be like, and he would just stomp both his feet. And yeah, he'd be like, and before he could actually fully do it, All Might burst in, and All Might actually used a lot of force to get in, and pretty much Izuku went flying. And she was like, fuck! He's like, shit. And he's like, wall. And he's like, claws. And he claws onto the building. It's like, oh fuck. And yeah, it's like, that was a close one. And yeah, when the fight, yeah, when villains retreat, yeah, they get a 2 month. They get like a 1 month break and then another month to train for the sports festival. And yeah, in a week before the week before the yeah, a week before the sports festival would start, the thing happens. Yeah, Shigu, but yeah, and Shigu has said stuff about Raka being a nice girl and stuff. And yeah, Miracle was just like, my little brother has this girlfriend. And yeah, Shigu would just be a little bit embarrassing, like, stop. And yeah, Miracle was like, alright, and yeah. Miracle, Shigu does have enough money to buy stuff if he wants to. And he buys a amulet for Araka. And yeah, he's going to Araka's dorm room, because yeah, they've made the dorm rooms already. But Shuku refers to stay home. And the only reason he would stay at go change himself, just allow himself to go to the dorms is if Mirako actually starts teaching at UA, which for now she doesn't. And yeah, and once Shuku gets is about to knock on Araka's door, he hears moaning. And he pretty much makes his ears focus more on what's inside. Yeah. He hears it way better. And he hears. And I'm gonna say, yeah, either was someone that just was pretty much just only cared about what his family needs or what he thinks they need. And he was with a Momo. Yeah, I'm doing this. Or like I said, faster, eat that faster. Use those fucking engines. And yeah. And at that same time, Momo was knocked on Ida's door, but didn't hear anything. And yeah, Suku and Momo are good friends in this. And yeah, Suku was just like, and he would put the amulet in his pocket. And then he would just like, and he would just put his hands together and put them close to his face and just sigh. And then he would grab his phone and speed dial Momo. And he would literally go as fast as he can and dial her number and put it against his ear. And yeah, Momo would see who it is and see it as Suku. And she'd be like, yeah, Suku? And yeah, Suku would just be like, you may want to come to Raka's room. I know you're not gonna like it, but you're gonna have to if you want to find where Ida is. And yeah, Momo would just, and yeah, she was just whispering that the whole time. And Momo would just be like, okay, Zuko, I'll be right there. And yeah, and then she would just hang up the phone, put it in her pocket, and then just pretty much just run over there with it. Just pretty much worried and angry at the same time. And yeah, a few minutes later, she would get her, and yeah, Momo would be like, where is he? And yeah, Shuku would just be like, And yeah, then he would get on the other side of the door, and then she would just whisper, "Listen," and yeah, and then she would hear the same exact thing again, and yeah, Momo would just like, yeah, Suku would just like, calm yourself, and yeah, Momo would calm down, and yeah, she would like, and we're both at the same amount of angry, yeah, Momo would like, right, and yeah, then she was like, now, could you please get back, and yeah, Momo, yeah, Suku would just have the angry face in his look and be like, now, could you please step back a few, and yeah, she would step back a few because, yeah, she hasn't seen Suku this mad before. Remember, Suku's hair is dark blue. And yeah, then Suku would just walk forwards, just kind of just stomping, and yeah, Ida and Uraraka would hear it, and yeah, then she would just immediately just use 10% of his elephant abilities and just kick the door down. And yeah, she would have just be seriously angry. And yeah, when Suku saw it, one of his eyes would just twitch. And yeah, he's pretty much so angry that there's a vein on his head. One vein on his head. Yeah, that's how angry he is. And usually when he's angry, his eye never twitches or never gets a vein on his head. Yeah, it's you, which is like, and yeah, at this point, Zuko would just like, and yeah, Zuko would do a Bakugo, and just like, 4 eyes. And yeah, no, he would like, fucking 4 eyes, fucking 4 eyes. And yeah, Bakugo would hear 4 eyes, feel a, just hear slightly 4 eyes, and yeah, Bakugo would just like, oh hell no, only I get to say that. He would just pretty much just use the explosion to get over there. And once he got over there, it took him only 2 seconds. And Sugu was getting ready to pummel both of them. Pummel Ida to the ground. And yeah, once he saw that it was a Zugu, and yeah, he would deku, and yeah, Zugu would just slowly turn his head, and yeah, his eye was still twitching. And yeah, Bakugo would just like, the fuck happened? And yeah, Zugu would just, yeah, then Zugu would just immediately wrap water around Bakugo and just pummel right next to him. And yeah, Bakugo would just like, what the hell is it? And then he would see it. And yeah, Bakugo would get mad. Because yeah, after a few months, Suku and Bakugo have at this point, Suku and Bakugo have become better. Like from when they were in middle school, Bakugo was being a bully to Suku, but Suku didn't even pay attention. Now they're actually friends, closer than Ida, in fact. And it pretty much, Bakugo and Sugu now are like closer than Ida and him. And yeah, Bakugo would just like, did you say the insult I say? And Sugu would just like, yes, I did. And I was just about to say the other one, but worse than yours insult. And yeah, Bakugo would just be like, I think I know what you're saying. And yeah, Sugu would just be like, if you know, say it on 3. And yeah, and Bakugo and Sugu would just be like, count down. 3, 2, and yeah, Momo was like, what the heck are they gonna say? And yeah, Ida and yeah, Rogue was trying to just like, no, is that what you think? And And then Bakio and Izuku, well, Bakio would say bitch, but Suku, no, he would not say that. He would say slut. And yeah, Bakio would just pretty much just cover his mouth because he would not think to hear Izuku would say that. And you're like, no, Izuku. And yeah, Suku would just be like, huh, that's new. You're actually calling me by my first name. Yeah, you're actually calling me by my name now. And yeah, Bakio would just like, yeah. And yeah, like, so, you want to stay back? No, she was just like, could you stand right beside Momo, please? And yeah, Bago was just like, sure. And yeah, he would just stand right, he would just pretty much rush over to Momo and just stand right beside her. And yeah, then she was just like, let's see. What should I do? And then he'd be like, I know. And he'd be like, lion. 50%. And pretty much the lion mode at 50% would make him slightly faster. It would, the 50% would just give him the Black Panther and the lion would just give him a 30% a 30% boost. Well, the 50% for the lion would just give him a times 20 boost to it. No wait, no. The 5% would just give him just increase his muscles by 5, basically his strength, and no wait, no, it would basically at 50% it would increase Izuku's muscles strength by 6 and increase his speed by 5. Now for the Black Panther, it would be the opposite. Speed 6, strength 5. She would be like, yeah, this one should work just fine. And he would just pretty much immediately go for 50% lion. And he was like, 50% lion. Pretty much say that in his head. And yeah, Zero's cause would be coming out. And yeah, for once in his life, one of his eyes would actually glow red. Yeah, he's actually scared now. Yeah, but he's still gonna try and defend himself. And she would just like, and he would just be way faster than Ida and just punch Ida in the gut. Yeah, Ida like, and yeah, she was like, now, let's have some fun. And yeah, pretty much people think that Suga's fighting a villain, and yeah, they get this, they get Aizawa, and they get Aizawa, and once Aizawa gets there, he sees you just pretty much slashing it, just pretty much punching and slashing at Ida. And yeah, Suga would not be stopping. Then Aizawa was like, bravo, child. Because yeah, he still gets that nickname. And Suga would hear that and just look at Aizawa and just look. And like, what do you need? And yeah, still punching Ida. And yeah, like, and yeah, I saw it just like, why are you punching that? Why are you hitting Ida? And yeah, Shuku would just be like, look at Araka, and then Ida. Then you'll figure out. And yeah, then Asha would. And you would see Araka wrapped in a towel and Ida on the floor pretty much naked. And yeah, Asha would think first that Ida forced Araka, but then she would just, then he would look at Araka again and he would see a worried face on her looking directly at Ida. And yeah, then Asha would just be like, oh. And yeah, she would be like, yes, now. And he would just grab Ida by his neck and just like, go have fun with your, go have fun with the slut. And he would just throw Ida straight towards Uraraka. And yeah, Uraraka would just touch Ida and make him float. And yes. And Suku is very pissed. And yeah, I got like problem child. And yeah, Suku like, and then Suku would just get back to being calm again and like, yes, Aizawa. And yeah, Suku, yeah, Suku's eyes will permanently be red. But you know, remember his original eyes are black. So yeah. So when Suku looks at Aizawa like, Suku, one of your eyes changed. How? And yeah, Suku's like, really? And he would grab his phone and he would look. I'm like, huh, what do you know? I wonder how that happened. And yeah, and he would put his phone back. I'm like, oh well. Hi, Sawa. Do you mind if I take the rest of the day off? And yeah, Aizawa like, yes, problem child. Yeah, she was like, thank you. And like, oh, and when I get back, I will seem different. And yeah, I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, you'll see. And yeah, then she would walk home. And yeah, when Suku gets home, Miyako would see Suku and yeah, like, Suku, what are you doing? And yeah, then she would see a bit of blood on him, and yeah, she'd be like, Suku, what happened? And yeah, Suku would just be like, I'm fine, Miyako. And yeah, she would like, Suku, what happened? And yeah, then Suku would actually get back to himself and be like, I think you know what happened. And yeah, and Miyako would just like, and yeah, Miyako would think for a few seconds and be like, no, and yeah, she would be like, yeah, it happened. And yeah, she'd be like, that bitch. And she would be like, calm down, Miyako. I deals with the problem. And yeah, she'd be like, what do you mean? And yeah, like, I beat up that person she on me with. And then threw him straight towards her. And yeah, Miyako would be like, good job, I guess. And yeah, she would be like, And yeah, she would be like, well, I think I'm gonna go out back real quick. And yeah, Miyako would be like, okay, Suku. And yeah, then she would go out back and he would start training 4 times as hard. And hours later, when he got back in, Sugu just got on to Mirko and she's like, Mirko, can I get a haircut? And yeah, she's like, sure. And yeah, then we're gonna skip to the next day. And as she's leaving his house, and then the first person to see him is Aizawa. And Aizawa sees this for Izuku's hair. And yeah, Izuku's just has that hairstyle. She does have a short. Imagine this, what she was wearing, but what this version of it she was wearing, but with a shirt on, a short sleeve. And yeah, I saw it just like, I know you were gonna use. Dang my dog, dang problem child. Yeah, she was like, thanks, I guess. Now. And yeah, Aruka's gonna try to get with Izuku, trying to get back with Izuku. And yeah, the amulet that Izuku got. Hold on, let me show you a photo of it. The amulet looks like this. Because Izuku knew she liked stuff that was about galaxies. And this amulet, he just brought back to the shop. And he used that money to actually get himself something. And this is Izuku's new amulet that he's gonna wear. And yeah, Aizawa sees Izuku wearing this. And Aizawa like, probably try out. Yeah, she was like, yes. And Aizawa like, how much did that cost? And she was like, as much as a amulet that looks like the galaxy. And yeah, Aizawa like, holy, like, yeah. That was gonna be for Araka. And yeah, Aizawa like, I see. And yeah, now, then I go to class. And yeah, so like, yeah. And then he would get back to class. And yeah, his hair would still be a dark blue. And since she was close to Uraraka, she would actually move himself closer to Bak. Wait, no, he was near Bakugo, so. I'm gonna say Uraraka's seat was farther away from Izuku. So, yeah. And yeah, when people saw Izuku, they're like, what the heck? And yeah, then Bakugo. And yeah, Bakugo talked to Izuku as soon as he got out of school. And Izuku said that he even got an amulet for Uraraka, but he sold it. He took it back and got a different one. And yeah, once Bakugo saw the amulet, Bakugo was just like, huh, so that's what it is. And yeah, everybody like, huh? And yeah, she'd be like, yeah, Bakugo would just be like, yeah, he told me what he was gonna give to Uraraka. And yeah, Uraraka was actually excited now because, yeah, that's Uraraka for you. Sure, they decided if she done something. But she ain't gonna get Izuku back. Not one bit. Even if she tried. And yeah, they were just gonna skip. And after that, we're just gonna skip a week to the sports festival. And when everybody gets there, yeah, Sugu finally has his new costume. his actual costume ready. And yeah, when they got there, Suku was the person that got first place in today. So yeah, she would just put when she got to stand, she would just be like, I don't know what to say except try your best. Is it if you don't, you'll probably fail. Unless for some reason you're way too over. Unless unless somehow your power is so overpowered that you don't even have to try. But still, at least try. Anyway, hope we all do our best. And yeah, then you got the stage, and yeah, some people will be booing him and cheering. And yeah. No, actually, no, all of them would be cheering for him. Because he said stuff that they would like. And basically the thing that, basically when Class 1B saw Class 1A and trying to get in their way, so we this year we got towards him, he was like, could you please move? And yeah, they're like, no. And she was like, fine. And he would just turn into water and go straight through them. And he would be on the other side, and yeah, then he would see Rico, and yeah, she would just, and yeah, she would be in the back, not really wanting to do this, and yeah, he would just tap her on his shoulder and be like, hey, and yeah, she'd be like, and yeah, she would be like, oh, sorry, I scared you, and yeah, she'd be like, I'm fine, and yeah, she would like, and yeah, she would be blushing, and yeah, she would be like, does she have a crush on me or something? And yeah, he'd be like, not ready for a relationship yet. And, well, yeah, he ain't ready for relationships at the moment. But later on, he will be. So she would be like, well, nice seeing your class. See ya. And yeah, then he would just walk away. And yeah. And now we get to the sports festival again. And when we get to the first part of the sports festival, it's the race. And what the knight said, Zero would just pretty much just go all the way to the end immediately. It would only take him 2 minutes to get to the end. Yeah. And they like Suku blank because I can't remember the name right now. In first place. And yeah. People are like, what? And yeah, Bobby was like, as always. And yeah. And when it comes to the cavalry battles, Bago would join his team. When Araka tries to, she will be like, nope. And he would just make clones of himself. He would just make, Togami would come over. He would join the team. So yeah, it would be Suku, Bakugo, and Togami. And then Suku would make clones of himself for the rest. And yeah. he was like, wait a minute. And then he would, oh, he actually made one more spot. Yeah, he saw Rico coming up, and once she came up, she was like, you want to be part of my team? And yeah, she was like, sure. And yeah. Or it was like, yeah, she wanted to be a part of his team. And then she was. And yeah, the clones. The clones pretty much have the same powers as him. Pretty much as strong as him as well. And yeah. And yeah, Bago's like, damn nerd, I didn't know you could do this. And yeah, Bago's like, I did say I could manipulate water. I just didn't know. I just didn't tell you how I could. And yeah, Bago's like, sure didn't. And yeah. And yeah. So okay, so Miracle, you're the one on top. And she's like, huh? And yeah, she's like, yeah. And yeah, she's like, okay. And yeah, she's like, also, what's your quirk? And yeah, she she would tell him, and she'd be like, got it. And he would make a mental note of it because he always does. And yeah, she's like, yeah, you're definitely being the top. You're definitely being on the top. And yeah, she like, oh, okay, and yeah, and they would win because of his great planning. And then we get to the final part, which is the 1v1. When it usually goes against Shinto, which, you know, he's talking about bad about everyone in the class 1A. It barely affects Izuku, and yeah, he tries. Izuku's mother, Izuku actually gets a tiny smirk on his face. And then he talks about probably having a sister, and yeah, then Izuku's frown just goes, his smile goes, tiny smile goes away. And then Izuku closes his eyes for a second, and then opens them again. And yeah, he's just like, and Izuku just turn his entire everything but his torso and head. No, he would just turn both of his arms into water. And those would just surround, and all that water would surround Sun So, and then she would start talking because he knows if he can't talk, or if he can't breathe, if he can't talk, and if he can't talk, he can't use his quirk. So yeah, she would just be like, you really thought that would work? You're a buffoon, and don't talk about her. And he would push like, and he would push it forward, push the water forward, and he would just let it go. It would go into it would land outside of the arena. And yeah, then we get in Rico's fight. Pretty much all the fights that Rico has are the same. So when Izuku sees, oh, she does. She's like, huh. He's like, huh. She's pretty good with her quirk. But she sadly loses. And yeah, Izuku is just like, Because, yeah, you kind of hate her rocking now. So, yeah. And him, I guess, Shoto, Shoto still wage war against him, and Izuku's just like, alright, I don't care. I don't care if I win or lose. All I care is at least getting to a high point. And yeah, he actually wins. In seconds, actually. Because Harley won't even use fire at all. So she will have that great advantage. And when it even tries to turn to use the ice, she would just become water completely and just swim through the ice. And yeah, and once she got to the other side of the ice, she would just wrap herself around Ida. I mean, Shoto and just drop her out of the ring. Basically, all the fights that Shugu, pretty much everyone he fights against, he wins against. And he gets first place. And when All Might gets in the thing, she would just be like, and yeah. Shugu, and yeah. She would just, pretty much just, when Erica would try to go up to him, she would just like, just pretty much turn into water and just go away. It would actually go to Class 1B. Because this was near the end of the day, and once he saw Ryuko leaving the classroom, he would pretty much be. He would pretty much. Once he turned a corner to Class 1B room, he would just turn back into water. Well, turn back to his human form. And start walking walking towards Class 1B's door. And yeah, once everybody got out, once Ryuko got outside the door of Class 1B, he was close to the door, and like, hello, and yeah, she was like, oh hey, and yeah, Ryuko was like, hi, and yeah, and she was like, hi, and yeah, she was like, Rico, I have a question. Yeah, she was like, yeah, and like, you want to get a you want to go out for a cup of tea? And yeah, she's like, sure. And yeah, they would go out for a cup of tea. And that's going to end it off for now. Anyway, if you like this, like, subscribe, and comment for more. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.